Welcome back to Rolling Commentary. This is 2025, our fourth edition, and in this episode, I'm going to get to roll with my friend Will, who loves gi and no gi. Predominantly, I've been finding him more in no gi, which is kind of a good interaction with wearing the gi and one person's not. And he also loves leg locks at the time, so you're going to see a lot of good exchanges of attacks on the leg. And immediately he's going to sit into an X guard and establish that. He's going to do a good job stretching out my leg. Watch this. Boom. See him stretch me out there? I lose my balance, and he's able to get the single ashi and kind of tip me over right there. But I know that leg's under attack, so I'm consistently throughout this round, you're going to see me defending my attack by getting control of his top arm. Because controlling that top arm kind of keeps him from digging out the heel or whatever he's trying to do there. Controlling that top arm is priority for me. He's trying some fun guards, and so I'm pushing that knee down immediately. I don't like that. I don't want that. So I'm getting out of there. And I can feel him doing some interesting stuff right here. Again, he wants the leg entanglements, which is wise because obviously we have a weight discrepancy here. I'm the larger opponent. But you know what? He does a good job because you take out your opponent's legs, and guess what? You get him to the ground. It doesn't matter size, right? You kind of mitigate some of those. And so we have a nice little exchange there. I'm able to chase. Once you trap their legs like that, you just kind of clock around and get that. But he establishes a guard. So he's got double butterfly here. I felt him kind of falling back for maybe a sweep, so I control the head to prevent that. Sometimes I can shuck this knee through and go to mount, but he kind of knew that. And so see how he does a good job. He does a really good job of maintaining a guard and then kind of slipping into an attack. Now, my flexibility comes in for the win right here. So props to my mom who introduced me to stretching back in the 6th grade, and I kind of liked it, so I kept doing it. 45 years old now, I like to stretch. Pretty much every day of my life I'm stretching, and sometimes it pays off in jiu-jitsu. So that was one of those. I would not have been able to do that had it not been for flexibility. So flexibility for the win right there. That's always good. Now, Will's under mount. You're gonna see a good example of just staying calm and waiting for his opportunity. I'm gonna attack with an Ezekiel here in a minute. I am going to use the gi. There is a no gi version, but I tell the no gi guys, like, hey, I'm going to use my gi. He's like, this is open mat. Anything goes, right? But he's going to find an opportunity here. He's going to bridge up and get my hips up off the mat. And as soon as he does, he's going to frame on that hip and push off. Look at that. I'm going to show this again. He goes up, and then immediately that frame is there. The frame was already established, so once he got my hips up, it was easy for him to tip me over. Look at him immediately digging for the ankle, possibly the heel. So I know that, so I'm get my other foot to where I can frame, create some distance there to prevent him from getting exposure. I tried a little sumigashi there, but he just did a good job countering with a little bit of counterbalance, backstep, and actually I thought he was going to side. Dude just slipped straight into mount. That was very smooth on his part. Thought that was a great transition he did. So again, now it's my turn. Now, getting grips to do a bridge and roll with no-gi is a little harder, but it can be done. 2-on-1, the hand, get your hips up, look back, bridge and roll, and it worked. So I was happy for that, but it takes a little time to get a hold of that 2-on-1 with no gi to hold on to, but it's possible and still very effective. Again, I've got to deal with his legs because Will's doing a good job. See that left foot coming over my head. He's doing a good job of keeping a guard. Look, these guys will drive you crazy, right? In the best way possible. He's doing a great job, and look what it opened up for him. He comes up, boom, tips me over for almost like a double leg. I don't rest this time, like get up, move, get my guard back immediately. I was proud of that. He did a good job to the takedown, but we've just got some good back and forth exchanges here, which is always fun. It's always fun to roll with Will. I'm going to attack a Kimura here, but he's going to clock around. Look at this. He clocked the right way, and look, I lose it entirely. Like sometimes I'll turn that into a sweep of some sort, but Kimura trap and all that fun stuff. And he's like, no, I'm just going to clock the other way, and we'll be done with that. Got to deal with the legs. I just sit on it right here. That's a fun thing for me to do. I kind of wish that was a mistake, sitting back, kind of playing with an ankle lock maybe. I didn't like that. I should have kept pressure coming up right there. But again, that's why we do this. We learn. See how he's trying to attack? So I'm keeping my heel tight to his side. I'm keeping control of that top arm. That's a theme for me when someone's doing heel attacks. I like that top arm control. It buys me time to sit up and connect to them. So I want connection. And see, now my foot's going to slip out. I change the angle, and I'm able just to kind of climb up and pass the guard or get in a position where I'm no longer having my leg attacked. So again, with opponents like this, this is great. I try a slider pass. He kind of moves out of the way, which was beautiful. I think he had an opportunity possibly to take my back right there. He just moved. I'm like, went where he wasn't. But I'm trying to slip him out. He knows that's coming, so he's keeping his knee in for that guard and just doing a good job. Look, a little bit of a butterfly sweep right there he hits me with. Very nicely done on his part. Wow, that's the round. That went fast. So good stuff. Always fun rolling with teammates who don't have the gi on, because I like that exchange of gi versus no gi. I don't like to rely too much on my grip, so that's really good for me. Challenges me to think about how I'm going about my rolls, not relying on grips too much. So good stuff. Thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, train on.